Welcome along to tonight's video. I thought that I would share with you the clan mother of the 6th moon cycle, which is actually the clan mother for June, and she is the colour red. So the innocence side of things comes through red on the medicine wheel, and I'm pretty sure from memory that's south, but I'm sure somebody else will let me know eventually. So the clan mother for the 6th moon cycle, so your moon cycles run full moon to full moon, is Storyteller woman. So Storyteller is really cool because in the journey with Storyteller woman, we're learning, or we are remembering and learning from others, and also laughter is a big key, and joy, and getting the message across, and activating the soul and the essence, the spiritual essence, via the side door or the back door, which is often through humour. So I found that I related really well to Storyteller woman. I've always loved to tell stories and always listen to stories and adventures and journeys. You know, if you can learn from somebody else's rite of passage or going through someone else's journey, then it just shortcuts the experience for you, doesn't it? And just helps that little bit more. So Storyteller woman is here to help us to remember the joy and the journey through stories, and to remember that it's only modern science that has discovered the genetic coding within the DNA, right? But they still aren't able to understand how we are then able to access higher consciousness and collective thought through every cell in the body, because there's different parts of your body that can activate and remember different things, which is really, really cool. And that's what Storyteller woman is all about, right? So in the month of June, or the 6th moon cycle, we are journeying through the lessons from Storyteller woman. Storyteller is the clan mother of the moon cycle that falls in the month of June, is represented by the colour red. She teaches us to have faith, to be humble, and to stay young at heart by keeping our innocence intact. These are some of the medicines found in the colour red. The 6th cycle of truth, guarded by this clan mother, is speaking the truth. Storyteller teaches her human children how to speak from their hearts, always saying what they mean in a truthful, clear, and concise manner. This clan mother is the teacher of truth and the pathfinder who shows us the faith we need to find our way through the illusionary forests of our own confusions. Storyteller teaches us that speaking the truth is the basis of the oral tradition that keeps universal timeless wisdom alive. The hard-learned lessons that have guided other human beings safely down the red road of physical life apply to all humans because they are based on eternal truth. She teaches us how to use humour to dispel our fears and how to balance the sacredness with irreverence. When we laugh at our humanness and our silly attempts to preserve our limitations, this is so relevant, we will have conquered the self-created demons that bind us to high drama and our need to create constant upheaval. Through listening to the stories of others and how they handled the lessons presented on their paths, we are able to gain perspectives of our own rites of passage on the earth. The rest of the chapter on Storyteller is really cool, but what I'll do is I'll read you the poem now. So this is relating to the 6th moon cycle, and this is generally June. Remember that it's red, okay? And she's talking, Storyteller is telling you to clear your throat and tell your tale, to talk from your heart, to be clear, and to share your wisdom. You know, that there's lots of cases where, think about it, you know, family recipes or stories, they're passed down. The internet wasn't around before, right? Pre 1990s, and before then people were writing things, but not a lot of things were written down. And like for me, there's a family recipe of apple pie and sponge cakes, those sort of things, and eclairs and that some of those are family things, and they're shared experiences. It's a story, and you are taught from the story how to create, and then you share that, right? So a lot of what we learn is passed through and passed on. And even though you may feel like there might be a gap, just listening to the stories of others will reawaken what's already laying there in your DNA and bring it forth, right? So I'll read you the poem, and then you can journey through your 6th moon cycle with Storyteller and listen to the stories. Listen to the stories that you tell yourself. Listen to the stories that you're telling others. Start to laugh at yourself and really embrace speaking from your heart. And also notice how that influences what happens around you, and begin to consider what your world would look like if those around you who are making decisions also spoke from their heart and spoke their truth and shared their truth. Tell me a story, sweet mother, of the ancestors and their days, of how they walked with beauty, learning the medicine ways. As you relate the stories, I am allowed to see the importance of every lesson and how it applies to me. Through another's example, I share the laughter and the tears. Through another's experience, I learn how love can conquer fears. Together we can journey through those other times, reclaiming all the wisdom of the legacies left behind. So that's your clan mother of the 6th moon cycle. Thank you very, very much to Jamie Sams for putting this book together. This is from the 13 original clan mothers. Your sacred path to discovering the gifts, talents and abilities of the feminine through the ancient teachings of the sisterhood. This is relevant for women and men. We are both feminine, masculine energy, right? So this is learning how to embrace that. It's grandfather sun, it's grandmother moon. So just remember that you're cycling, when you're working with the moon, that you're working with the feminine, it's grandmother moon, right? And the 6th moon cycle, which is red, is Storyteller woman.